Hello students, today again I am here with one problem which is based on Modigliani-Miller approach. In earlier videos we have seen some problem based on income approach, some problem on net operating income approach, then we have seen one problem based on traditional approach, one problem on Modigliani-Miller approach. In this video again I will discuss one problem which is based on Modigliani-Miller approach. Now we'll see the problem. A limited and B limited are identical in every respect except their capital structure. Now you can see here A and B are identical. They are completely same, but they have difference in their capital structure. Okay. Now A limited does not employ debt in its capital structure, whereas B limited employs 12% debentures amounting to 10 lakhs, which means A limited has only equity capital and B limited has debt plus equity in their capital structure. Now assuming that all assumptions of Modigliani-Miller model are met, then income tax rate is 30%. This is important for us. Then EBIT, that is earning before interest and tax, is 2,50,000. The equity capitalization rate is 20%. It is given for A limited. Then calculate the value of both the companies. Now what they are saying, calculate the value of both the companies. Now they are asking us to calculate value of both the companies. Now value of the one company is levered and another company is unlevered. I hope you remember, we have already seen this type of problem. Value of unlevered firm and value of levered firm. These two things we have to calculate for this value of both the companies, and also find out weighted average cost of capital. Now to calculate weighted average cost of capital, we should know what is cost of equity and cost of debt. And one more thing, we can calculate weighted average cost of capital only when we have more than one sources in our capital structure. If you see, our A limited has only equity and B limited has equity plus debt. So you cannot calculate weighted average cost of capital of A limited, but you can calculate weighted average cost of capital of B limited because they have two different sources. Okay, so here we will calculate weighted average cost of capital of B limited. Okay, and to calculate this we should know what is cost of equity and what is cost of debenture. Now calculation of cost of debenture is very easy, it is a simple formula, but to calculate cost of equity we have to see one small format. From that format we will calculate earnings available to equity shareholders, then we'll find out cost of equity, and with those amounts we will calculate our weighted average cost of capital. Now we'll see the solution. Now here you can see our firm A is unlevered firm. Unlevered means it doesn't have debentures, it has only equity in their capital structure. And B is a levered firm, which means they have equity plus debenture in their capital structure. Now as I have already discussed with you, we have to first calculate value of unlevered firm and value of levered firm. So we'll calculate value of levered and unlevered firm. Now very first is market value of unlevered firm, because it is A firm. Now value of unlevered firm formula is EBIT into bracket 1 minus tax upon cost of equity. Now EBIT, earning before interest and tax, is 2,50,000, which is given in your problem, into bracket 1 minus tax rate. It is again given in the problem. It's 30%. Divided by 20% is our cost of equity. You can see here EBIT is 2,50,000, tax rate is 30%, and our equity capitalization rate is 20%. So if we calculate this, we'll get 8,75,000 as value of unlevered firm. Okay, now value of levered firm, VL, value of levered firm. Value of levered firm formula is value of unlevered firm plus debentures. Now value of unlevered firm formula is same, which is here EBIT into bracket 1 minus tax upon cost of equity plus debt. Now to calculate this DT, we have to use debt into tax rate. Now we have calculated already this here. You can see we have already calculated this whole formula, and the answer was 8,75,000 plus debt. We have 10 lakhs as debt for firm B. Okay, into tax rate was 30%. So 8,75,000 plus 30% of 10 lakhs will be 3 lakhs. So 8,75,000 plus 3 lakhs will be 11,75,000. So as of now we have solved the first point, value of both the companies. Okay, now we'll calculate weighted average cost of capital, and to calculate this we'll first calculate cost of equity and debt. Now cost of debt is simple, so we'll calculate cost of debt and cost of equity. Now here you can see weighted average cost of capital of both the firms are we can calculate this only when we have debt and equity as sources, which means at least you should have two sources. You can have more than two sources, but you can calculate weighted average cost of capital only when you have more than one source. Okay, so weighted average cost of capital we cannot calculate for A firm, but we can calculate for B firm. As firm has only equity capital, we cannot compute weighted average cost of capital for firm A. Now weighted average cost of capital for B. Now to calculate weighted average cost of capital, we should know what is cost of equity and what is cost of debt, right? So calculation of cost of equity, first we'll calculate cost of equity, then we'll calculate cost of debt. Now calculation of cost of equity, how you will calculate EBIT, that is earning before interest and tax. This was given in the problem. It is 2,50,000. Then you will deduct interest. You can see here earning before interest and tax. Okay, so I think it's not clear. Yes, now the image is clear. This is interest and this is tax. So first is interest, then later it is tax. So first I'll deduct interest. Okay, so earning before interest and tax 2,50,000. Interest will be calculated on debentures. I have debenture of 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs into 12%, the rate was 12%. 10 lakhs into 12% will be 1,20,000. So 2,50,000 minus 1,20,000 will be 1,30,000. This is my earnings before tax. Now here you can see interest I have deducted. Now what left? Tax. So this will be earning before tax. This is 1,30,000 minus, I'll now deduct this tax. Tax rate is 30% and I'll apply that tax on this value exactly on 1,30,000. So 1,30,000 multiplied by 30% will be 39,000. 1,30,000 minus 39,000 will be 91,000. Now my total earnings of B Limited are, we know we are calculating this for our B Limited, and we have seen here our here value of firm, total value of firm is 11,75,000, right? So that total value I'll take first. Total value was 11,75,000. From that value I'll deduct my debt. I know my debt was 10 lakhs, right? So 11,75,000 minus 10 lakh will be 1,75,000, and this is my market value of equity. Okay, after this step you have to calculate your market value of equity, because to calculate your equity you need this market value of equity. Now formula of cost of equity, the formula is earnings available to equity shareholders divided by market value of equity. Now earnings available to equity shareholders, here we have calculated our earnings are 91,000 divided by market value of equity. Here you have calculated 1,75,000. So 91,000 divided by 1,75,000, it's 0.52, and this is your cost of equity. So first value we have got, it is 0.52. Now we'll calculate cost of debt. Here formula for cost of debt is 1 interest into 1 minus tax. Now my interest on debenture was 12%. This 1 minus tax rate was 30%. So 12, this 1 minus 30% will be 70%. Now 12 into 70% will be 8.4%. Now I have both the values, cost of debenture and cost of equity. Cost of equity is 8.4%. Now here, now we'll calculate weighted average cost of capital. The very first column will be sources, then amount, weight, cost of capital, and then weighted average cost of capital. Now I have two sources, equity and debt. and amount of equity is 1,75,000 and debt amount is 10 lakhs, total 10 lakhs. Here you can see your market value was 1,75,000 and your debt was 10 lakhs, right? Debt equity. Now weight you have to calculate. Now how you will calculate weight? For equity you will calculate 1,75,000 divided by 11,75,000. You will get this amount. You can see here, I'll show you. This is 1,75,000. You are calculating weight of equity. Okay, then you will calculate weight of debt. Now you have to take equity value and this total value. This is your total capital structure. Okay, so this is your 1,75,000. 1,75,000 divided by your total is 11,75,000. If I press equal, you will get 0.1489. You can see here 0.149. 3 digits I have taken. Okay, now in the same way, first we have taken 1,75,000 divided by 11,75,000. Now we'll take 10 lakhs divided by 11,75,000. You will get 0.851 as your weight. Now cost of capital. Cost of capital we have calculated. Our equity, cost of equity was 0.52 and our cost of debt is 8.4. Now here you will, here is a percent, you will show it as 0.52. This is your 0.52 and now this is 8.4%. This is coming in the form of percent. So what you will do, 8.4% has come, right? You will simply calculate it as 8.4 divided by this percent means 100, so divided by 100 you will get 0.084. okay, and so that amount you will take over here. Now you can see your cost of debenture was not in percent form, but here you can see your debentures are in percent form. Okay, because you have taken tax rate. So to remove that tax rate you can simply divide it by 100. Okay, I hope it is clear now. The video is clear. Okay, now so your cost of capital is 0.52 and your cost of debt is 0.084. Now simply you have to multiply this 0.149 multiplied by 0.52. okay, I'll show you. Here you can see 0.149 multiplied by 0.52. you can see 0.07748. here I have taken 0.0775. 4 digits I have taken. Okay, here you can take 3 digits and here you can take 4 digits. In the same way 0.851 multiplied by 0.084 you will get 0.715. now you have to make total of it. You will get 14.90. you have taken total of these two. Okay, now weighted average cost of capital will be, you have to take this value 0.1490 multiplied by 100 because we need rate. Okay, so 0.1490 multiplied by 100%, then you will get this rate. So our weighted average cost of capital for B firm is 14.9%. I hope you understood. So in the problem they had asked us to calculate value of both the firm. We have calculated value of both the firms and weighted average cost of capital for both the companies, but we cannot calculate weighted average cost of company A. We have calculated the cost of weighted average cost of capital for company B. You can say that for A company, what is the cost of equity is your cost of weighted average cost of capital, like this. Your overall cost of capital will be cost of equity only. Okay, this is for firm A because they don't have cost of debenture. Usually our cost over, this is your weighted average cost of capital, overall cost of capital, and this forms with cost of equity and cost of debenture, but company doesn't have cost of debenture, so I can say my overall cost of capital is my cost of equity. So I can say, if here you can see the equity capitalization rate for A Limited was 20%. So if this is 20%, so my overall cost of capital is again 20%. Okay, so my weighted average cost of capital will be same 20%. But in case of B Limited, we had two different sources and we have calculated our overall cost of capital, and this is 14.9%. We can see here our value of firm A. I'll show you. Our value of firm A is 8,75,000. Here you can see 8,75,000, 8,75,000. Then our value of firm B, it is 11,75,000 over here, and here it is 11,75,000. I hope this is clear. Then we have calculated, here they have given second computation of weighted average cost of capital for A Limited. We can see computation of weighted average cost of capital. Weighted average cost of capital of A Limited is 20%, same which is given in the problem. That is cost of equity is only cost of that is overall cost of capital. And weighted average cost of B Limited, they have calculated it because they have two different sources, debt and equity. Then computation of weighted average cost of capital, our two sources, then amount is taken, weight as calculated, cost of capital is taken, and this is your weighted average cost of capital. It is here cost of debt has calculated 8.4, then 0.52, and now this is our weighted average cost of capital, which is 14.90. You can see here it is 14.9. okay, they have taken 0, so 14.90. I hope you understood how to calculate value of firm when it is levered and when it is unlevered, and weighted average cost of capital when it is levered and unlevered. Please practice the sums, go through it at least 2 times. You should solve this so that you can understand all the techniques and how to calculate all the things, what should be formula and where the formula you have to use, that all things you have to practice. Please read the problem first, go through it, go through the solution, and try to solve some unsolved problems. Thank you so much.